All right, let's talk about getting strong. And I'm not talking about lifting techniques or the perfect diet plan. No, we're going deeper. We're talking about the raw material that has to come first, your mindset. See, before you can ever build a strong body, you have to become the architect of a strong mind.
And let's just get one thing straight right from the jump. If you're here looking for an easy path, a little pat on the back, this isn't for you. This explainer is a wake-up call. It's meant to be a spark, a catalyst for real change. It's about confronting those comfortable little lies we all love to tell ourselves.
And this slide right here lays it all out with brutal honesty, doesn't it? On one side, you've got everything you say you want. Muscles, confidence, respect. And on the other side, what you actually do. You hit snooze. That gap, that massive gap between your desires and your actions, that's the battlefield. That's where this whole war is won or lost.
Which brings us right to our first section, the war in your mind. Because the real fight, the real struggle, it isn't happening on the gym floor with weights in your hand. Oh no. It happens in those quiet moments before you even leave the house. It's won or lost long before you ever touch the first rep.
So, first things first, we have to completely redefine what the gym even is. Forget the building. It's not a place you go to. It's a mindset you enter. It's a temple where you don't just train your muscles, you forge your discipline. Every single rep is a promise you make to yourself. And every drop of sweat, that's you making the payment on that promise. The connection here is so direct, you can't escape it. It's a straight line. A weak mind will always create a weak body. It's an expert at finding excuses, at justifying why it's okay to quit. But a strong mind, a mind that's been forged in discipline, that creates a body that becomes truly unbreakable.
All right, Section 2, the price of power. Because let's be real, nothing worth having is free. And in the world of strength, there's only one currency that matters: pain.
And look, this isn't just some tough guy line from a movie. This is biology. It's how it works. Muscle growth literally happens when you create microscopic tears in the fibers. Your body then rushes to repair them, building them back stronger than before. Muscle is quite literally built from pain. Strength is born directly from that suffering.
This is how you have to start thinking. You know that feeling, right? That deep burn in your muscles, the shaking in your arms or legs when you're pushing your absolute limit? That's not a signal telling you to stop. That is the physical sensation of change happening in real time. That's growth knocking on your door. You just have to have the guts to answer it. And here's the trade-off. It's a simple deal. The pain of a hard workout, it lasts, an hour? The soreness might hang around for a day or two. But the pride you earn from pushing through that, from keeping that promise to yourself, that's permanent. That becomes a piece of who you are.
Now let's get real for a second. So many people quit because they expect a miracle overnight, but it doesn't work that way. One workout isn't going to transform your body. One single week won't change your entire life. This whole game is not about quick fixes.
It's about consistency. That is the single most powerful force you have. It beats talent, it beats genetics, and it absolutely crushes excuses. And those days when you're tired, when you're busy, when you feel zero motivation, yeah, those are the days that actually count. Those are the days that define you.
I mean, think about it. It's easy to hit the gym when you're rested, feeling great, totally motivated. Anybody can do that. The real dividing line between an amateur and a champion is what you do when you feel the exact opposite. Training when you don't feel like it, that's what separates you from the herd.
Which brings us to the simplest, most powerful definition of discipline I've ever heard. What is it? It's not some complex, noble virtue. It's just doing it anyway. That's it. Despite the excuses, despite your feelings, despite all the resistance from your own mind, you just do it anyway.
So, on to Section 3, the warrior's identity. Now, this is a huge psychological shift, so pay attention. Because lasting change isn't about the things you do, it's about the person you become.
Motivation is just a feeling. It's a fickle, fair-weather friend. It shows up when it's sunny and vanishes the second it starts to rain. You cannot build a foundation on something so unreliable. Identity, though, that's a belief system. That's your core, and it drives your behavior automatically, no emotion required.
So, how do you start building that identity? It begins with the words you tell yourself. Step 1. Stop describing your actions. Stop saying, I go to the gym. Step 2. Start declaring who you are. I am a warrior. I am a lifter. I don't quit. When you say these things, you're not just talking. You're literally programming your own mind.
And eventually, your body has no choice but to follow its commands.
And in the heat of the moment, when every part of you is screaming to give up, your new identity gives you one simple command: one more rep. This is where that identity is forged in fire.
Because that one more rep, that's the whole game. That's the dividing line. Average people stop when they get tired. They stop when it starts to hurt. But the people who build legendary results, they go one step further. That final, gut-wrenching rep that you have to fight for. That's where all the progress is made. And that brings us to the final section, the pain of regret. It all boils down to this: you have to make a choice, and it's a choice between two very different kinds of pain.
Before you choose, I want you to visualize the reward. Seriously, take a second and actually picture it. The strong chest, the wide shoulders, the powerful legs. But more than that, picture the confident walk that comes with it, the kind of physical presence that tells the world you've earned your respect.
Okay, now hold that image in your mind. Be brutally honest with yourself and ask this question. Is hitting the snooze button, is skipping today's workout, is that going to move you even 1 inch closer to that vision? Or will the simple, hard choice of discipline get you there? You already know the answer.
And you know, that's the beautiful, honest truth of this whole thing. The gym is the great equalizer. It doesn't care about your feelings, your background, or your excuses. It is a perfect, flawless mirror. It will give back to you exactly and only what you put into it. No more and no less.
So understand this. You must choose your pain. There is no escaping it. You can choose the pain of training, which is sharp, it's temporary, and it's constructive, or you can choose the pain of regret, which is dull, it is permanent, and it is destructive. One builds you into a powerhouse, the other slowly eats you away.
And that's the final message. The discomfort you choose to embrace today, the hard work you put in when nobody's watching, that's an investment. It's the raw fuel that you are transforming into the person you're destined to become. The pain you feel today will, without a doubt, become your power tomorrow.